Welcome to Radiant Aging, where growing older means growing stronger, healthier, and happier every day. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or struggled to remember the name of an old friend, even though it was on the tip of your tongue? It happens to all of us. But what if those little lapses in memory weren't just a normal part of aging? What if they were warning signs of something bigger? Something like Alzheimer's. The good news is your brain is just like a muscle. And just like any muscle, it can be strengthened, protected, and even rejuvenated, starting with what you put on your plate. That's right. Certain foods have the power to boost your brain health, sharpen your memory, and even help prevent Alzheimer's. So today, we're going to talk about 6 powerful foods that can keep your brain young, active, and resilient. Some of them you might already be eating. Others might surprise you. Either way, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to add to your grocery list to give your brain the best possible fuel. Let's start with the first one. Blueberries. These tiny berries might not look like much, but they're packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect your brain from damage. Think of antioxidants like little bodyguards for your brain cells, keeping them safe from harmful substances that can lead to cognitive decline. And here's the exciting part. Blueberries don't just protect your brain. They can actually improve your memory. Studies have shown that people who eat blueberries regularly perform better on memory tests and even have increased brain activity. So if you want to stay sharp, start adding a handful of blueberries to your breakfast, snack on them during the day, or mix them into a smoothie. Now, let's talk about something you probably already have in your kitchen, but may not realize how powerful it is for your brain. Nuts, especially walnuts. Walnuts are like nature's little brain boosters. Have you ever noticed that they even look like tiny brains? That's no coincidence. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain function. They help improve memory, reduce brain fog, and even lower the risk of Alzheimer's. And it doesn't take much. Just a small handful of walnuts a day can give your brain the healthy fats it needs to function at its best. You can eat them as a snack, sprinkle them on salads, or mix them into your oatmeal for an extra brain-boosting punch. Now that we've talked about blueberries and walnuts, let's move on to something even more powerful. If you really want to protect your brain and keep your memory sharp, let's talk about something you might already enjoy: dark chocolate. Yes, you heard that right. The right kind of chocolate can actually be good for your brain. But before you grab any chocolate bar off the shelf, let's be clear. We're talking about dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa. Why? Because dark chocolate is loaded with flavonoids, powerful antioxidants that improve blood flow to the brain. And better blood flow means better focus, sharper memory, and even a lower risk of dementia. Scientists have found that people who regularly eat dark chocolate perform better on problem-solving tests and have improved brain function. So, if you ever feel like your brain is in a fog or you're struggling to concentrate, a small piece of dark chocolate could give you the mental boost you need. Just remember, moderation is key. A couple of small squares a day are enough to do the trick. Now, let's move on to something that's been used for thousands of years to support brain health: turmeric. Turmeric is one of the most powerful brain foods out there. It contains a compound called curcumin, which has been shown to reduce inflammation in the brain, improve memory, and even help prevent the buildup of plaques linked to Alzheimer's disease. But here's the thing. Curcumin doesn't absorb well on its own. If you want to get the full brain-boosting benefits, pair it with black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which increases the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. So, how can you add more turmeric to your diet? Try sprinkling it on roasted vegetables, adding it to soups, or making a warm cup of golden milk by mixing turmeric, black pepper, and a bit of honey into a cup of warm milk. It's a simple but powerful way to give your brain the support it needs. Now that we've covered dark chocolate and turmeric, let's talk about something even more essential for brain health: fatty fish. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are some of the best foods you can eat for your brain. Why? Because they're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain function. In fact, about 60% of your brain is made up of fat, and much of that fat is omega-3s. These healthy fats help build brain cells, improve memory, and even slow down age-related cognitive decline. Studies have shown that people who eat fish regularly have a lower risk of Alzheimer's and tend to have sharper thinking skills as they age. If you're not a fan of fish, don't worry. You can still get omega-3s from sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. But if you do enjoy seafood, try to eat fatty fish at least twice a week to keep your brain strong and healthy. Now that we've covered some of the most powerful brain-boosting foods, let's move on to one more that might surprise you. Now, let's talk about something you might already have in your kitchen: berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are packed with antioxidants that protect your brain from aging. These little fruits contain compounds called anthocyanins, which help fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two major contributors to memory loss and cognitive decline. Research has shown that people who eat berries regularly perform better on memory tests and have a slower rate of mental decline. Some studies even suggest that blueberries can help improve communication between brain cells, making it easier to process and retain information. So, how can you add more berries to your diet? Try blending them into a smoothie, sprinkling them on yogurt, or just enjoying them as a quick snack. The key is to eat them consistently. Just a handful a few times a week can make a big difference in keeping your brain sharp. But we're not done yet. There's one more food that's essential for brain health, and it might surprise you: nuts. Nuts, especially walnuts, are rich in healthy fats, vitamin E, and antioxidants that support brain function. Vitamin E, in particular, has been linked to a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease and better cognitive performance as we age. Walnuts are especially powerful because they contain high levels of DHA, an omega-3 fatty acid that's crucial for brain health. Studies have shown that DHA helps improve memory, reduce brain inflammation, and even promote the growth of new brain cells. And the best part? Nuts are incredibly easy to incorporate into your daily routine. You can snack on a handful of walnuts, add almonds to your oatmeal, or sprinkle some crushed nuts on a salad. Just be mindful of portion sizes. Nuts are high in calories, so a small handful is all you need to get the benefits. So, let's take a moment to appreciate the power of food. What you put on your plate has a direct impact on your brain health, memory, and overall well-being. The good news is that making small changes, like adding more dark chocolate, turmeric, fatty fish, berries, and nuts to your diet, can make a big difference. Remember, taking care of your brain isn't just about preventing disease. It's about living a full, vibrant life at any age. The choices you make today can help you stay sharp, independent, and mentally strong for years to come. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these brain-boosting foods do you already eat? And which one are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest health tips. Thank you for watching, and here's to a lifetime of healthy, happy living.